rob it, steal it, mark it with a V, put it in the oven for baby and me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nursery rhymes. Yeah. Seriously, what's going on with your ceiling?
What do you mean?
Those are like asbestos tiles that they have at like office parks.
Actually, they're soundproofing tiles because me and my partner, we fuck so hard. But the neighbors, they
getting some complaints.
Yeah, they yell at us.
Welcome to the Fantasy Cast podcast, where three grown men pass the time by telling each other their deepest, darkest fantasies. Here we go.
You think you know how you're gonna respond, but until you have to put your cat to sleep, you don't know what's gonna happen.
That's true.
Me, I was cutting. I kept letting go of the steering wheel when I was driving Aaron and Nora around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
like daring that, like to prove a point to them.
Just I didn't know what I was doing. I was crazy.
Yeah,
and I had an extramarital affair. The teenager, and I didn't know what I was doing. It was crazy.
Yeah. When you let go of the wheel, was it to let your baby and your partner Aaron know how much pain you were in?
In retrospect, yeah. But at the time, I just said, I was like, I feel crazy. I was saying things like, I feel crazy, babe. She was videotaping and stuff, and I was wearing like this tank top, and I just ripped it open like nothing. I just like let go of the steering wheel. I was just out of control.
Why was she videotaping it?
She just like in case she needs to get like a guardianship or something.
Oh, gotcha.
For me.
Yeah, like prepping divorce, custody stuff.
Yeah, all of that. And I say that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fair play.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is America. You don't know what's going to happen.
Have you been following the J6 trial?
No. What's going on there?
I haven't been. I was hoping that one of you guys were.
No, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, me either.
I don't care anymore.
No.
I didn't really care when it was happening either.
No, me neither. I thought it was funny. I thought it was very funny.
Like one person died.
Yeah. And
it wasn't like everyone died in the building.
No.
Yeah.
And if we're being honest, she probably would have been dead in a couple months anyways.
Yeah.
People die all the time.
Yeah.
Just happen to be there.
Exactly. And what a way to go. Now she's memorialized,
Legend, probably.
Yeah.
In some people's eyes. Not mine, because I don't pay attention to that sort of stuff.
No. What would you guys have done if you were there? Let me paint the scene. Let me paint the scene for you guys, okay? The door is open. You guys are out front. You're all hyped up. You're just high on the energy that's going. We all saw the pictures. We all saw the video.
Yeah.
You get in. You make it inside the Capitol. You're running around. There's like people yelling. There's smoke. There's whatever. What do you do?
I really wonder if that will come out during the trial. Like some people, like
I'm sure some people are fucking in there.
Probably a couple people went to like one of those, like a closet with like Venetian blind closet, just like got wild a little bit, let their hair down after it. Must be like such a release to like
it was probably
be out front chanting. You're all angry.
Yeah. In those action movies when there's like a hostage situation, there's always a couple that's like steals away and they're having sex and they don't realize that the rest of the people have been taken hostage.
Yeah.
I bet there's a lot of that going on.
Well, a lot of these politicians are so horned up from the power they wield over people that they have an insatiable sex drive.
That's true.
Who knows? They probably have like the way it goes. They probably have secret rooms with like where there's mattresses and stuff, and it's like so the politicians can sleep if there's like a filibuster or something. But everyone knows that it's for effing and essing.
At least for jacking off. a comfortable place to jack off.
Yeah.
What would you do, Michael?
In my situation, I have headphones on throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
And sunglasses. I'm listening to Prodigy or something.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm listening to like Prodigy, but it's like copyright. It's like cheap music. You could buy it for a movie. It's like electronic, but it has like a screaming male vocals.
Royalty free, like you would get on YouTube.
Something like, or just like cheap music, like cheap, like hardcore, but electronic music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it has like the screaming vocals, but it's also electronic. Okay, I'm listening to that, and I'm just running around like a happy little boy, peeking around the corner, seeing people fighting. I run around to another corner. I see that old lady, the adorable old lady, just like waving the flag around, cackling or whatever.
So you're just really caught up in the excitement of everything.
Yeah, I got caught up in the excitement. I run, and then screech. I stop by a closet. Okay, it has those. Is it Venetian blind, like wood, whatever it is? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, something smells weird. What is that smell? You know what I mean? You know, my alarm goes off, and you know, I find myself engorged already. I'm already ramped up from the excitement, and that little bit of that whiff just pushes me over just a little bit more.
Like you're hard?
Yeah, I'm hard.
That whiff.
No, but I'm like, just right after that whiff, I'm like, I'm not hard. I'm like, you know, right. It's almost like it's this time right before like you get rock hard, but you're like, it's like throbbing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Like
it's almost like more of an erection than an erection, but you're not fully erect.
Because it's throbbing, you have that little bit of a softening so that it can go back to the hardening.
Oh my!
It's not fully rock hard. Yeah.
You've been there. I open it up and I see some politicians wearing I think it's called like jewel tones. It's like solid colored outfits, and they're cowering, but they're also making out. And these are some like politicians that are like you never heard of them before, but you're like, whoa,
like
this is
some backbench guy from like Iowa or something.
Oh, they're both women in my case.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
They're both women. They're cowering, and they're just sweating, but they're also they're hugging each other, and they're also kind of making out at the same time. You mean they're scared, and the other one will comfort the other one and be like, and they'll kind of make out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Do they see you peering in at them, or they don't notice you?
Well, that's happening like before I bust. I'm peeking through the blinds, and I see this happening. Okay. And I rip a little bit of my shirt, my sleeve, and I tussle up my hair. I pull the headphones. I leave one of the headphones in because I just still want the music in, but I throw the other one out. Yeah. And I like get my sunglasses on. And I put them like so they look disheveled.
Yeah.
I open up the door, and I'm like bent over a little bit and shaking, so they can't see that I'm like, you know, they can't see and like smell what I'm working with.
Yeah.
And I go down there. Oh my God, they're everywhere. They're gonna kill us. They're gonna kill us all. I'm so scared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, who are you? I'm like, I'm a Democratic congressman like you guys. I'm so scared.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I see what it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, they ripped my shirt. I'm like pointing to my shirt. I'm like, I should just get rid of the whole thing. I should just kill myself now. You know, I'm like really playing a huge victim.
Yeah.
And I say, I think I'm bleeding somewhere. I feel like I'm bleeding. I take off all my clothes, and I have them inspect my body to see if I'm bleeding anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like once, like after a gunfight, when the adrenaline starts to run down, people are like, check if you've been shot. You know.
I didn't even notice. I think I heard someone. They were firing. Exactly. Okay, and then they're like, "What's going on here? What's your name?" And I'm like, I say my name's D, and I'm scared. I'm so scared right now. And they're like, you know, and they get it. They look at each other, and I see the acknowledgement on their face, like horny alert goes off. Okay, and they're looking at each other, and I acknowledge that, and I'm kind of like,
yeah,
you know, I laugh a little bit.
You're butt naked.
Yeah, I laugh a little bit, like, got you, and they're like. They're a little bit like, you got us, but they don't want to break character because it would just be too it'd be too much to drop the facade fully, too revealing.
Yeah, they're really invested in being terrified.
Yeah, and then at that point, one of them starts giving me a blowjob. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
Wait, who?
The one with brown hair.
Okay.
And she's like, maybe there's a cut here. You know what I mean? She starts.
Yeah, like she's
down on me.
Yeah, like she knows, like she's hip to what's happening.
Yeah,
she's kind of playing along with it too.
She's game.
Yeah, she's like, are you sure 100%. Your penis isn't shot? Did your penis get shot?
Yeah,
and she just starts sucking on it.
Calls it your penis too.
Yeah. What's flashing behind your eyes right now, John? Something nasty? Something?
I'm gonna definitely try to have sex with someone there.
Yeah.
It seems like it would
be so thrilling.
It seems like it'd be kind of like a party atmosphere, like a rave.
Yeah, all that tension. I feel like the whiff that made you horny would make me just absolutely repulsed.
Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like I would be horny outside of before the break-in. Like I had already met the girl that I was going to take to the hotel.
Oh, okay. So you've been cruising the whole.
I've been cruising the entire time.
Protest.
Yeah. Because I'm
just. This sounds like
guy.
Romantic, kind of.
Oh no! When I get in, I would probably just try to steal as many files as I could.
Okay, gotcha.
Fill up my bag full of intel. Mm-hmm. And then probably go into the bathroom.
Yeah.
When it gets cleared out, and I just pretend that I was there as a visit, taking a shit. I didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'd probably jack off in there a little bit.
So you take care of all your sexual sex business before you even walked into the building.
Yeah.
You already have it all taken care of. Yeah.
Not trying to get caught.
Yeah.
Getting a blowjob.
You're not an idiot.
I'm not a moron.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I would. I'd be really excited too. I would wait for a couple of waves to go in there because I would just. What's up, Mike?
Well, John didn't really finish his story. He said he met someone already out front.
Well, possibly.
And then you go in and you're sneaking around. You steal some files. Then you
go in. I steal files.
Masturbate a little bit inside of
a little
the bathroom.
bit. When all the cops come in and it gets broken up and everyone gets arrested, I'm on the toilet and I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
I have no idea what happened.
Am I in danger, officer?
I have diarrhea. What happened?
Yeah. Right.
And then I leave. I have all the files. I take the files home.
Mm-hmm.
After I have sex with the girl that I met.
Oh my God. What's on the files then?
I don't know. I got to go through them. I got to comb through them.
Yeah. It's just
that's
like
there's a shit ton of files.
But I think what John was saying is when he, unlike you, Mike, is he wouldn't be in there cruising for strange once he's already inside the Capitol.
He wouldn't do that outside. I do that outside of there.
He would take care of that within the first maybe 5-10 minutes of arriving.
I'm into the experience of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm each his own fantasy. Yeah,
life is for living. You know.
Yeah.
And I want to live. it. I'm not here to get a Google Sheets thing get all the variables in it, sort it all out. I don't want to send emails. It's been my greatest strength.
Yeah.
But also my most vulnerable weakness in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think John's point is after the police come in, they kick in the door, they like pull a gun on him and he's like, whoa, what the hell? I was just taking a big shit. I don't know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And he's got like 3 or 4 desktop computer hard drives under his arm. And they're all like, okay, sir, just make your way out and hope you're safe. Try not to, let anything happen to you. And he just walks out. arms so full of computers that he drops a bunch of them.
Oh, but then like one of the police officers is like, wait, hold up. John stops, turns around. He looks down at John. He's like, your dick's out. John's like, oh shit. He's like, thanks, man. And like gets out and walks out of there.
Yeah. And the cop's like, gotta look out. Us dudes gotta look out for each other.
Yeah.
You know, just like a dude
Cocks
connecting
out.
moment. Yeah.
Stir your cocks out.
Yeah, I would. So, so I'm in there. I'm walking, I'm milling around. I'm immediately looking
What are you
for,
wearing?
I'm wearing cargo shorts and a fanny pack and a sleeveless t-shirt. And because it's cold out there because it's January 6th, but I know it's going to be really hot in the Capitol. There's just a whole bunch of bodies in there. There's no way it's not going to be.
Yeah.
So, but
everyone knew something was going to happen that day.
Yeah. And I have one of those backpacks that's like basically a sack with like strings attached to it that you get for free at stuff. It's basically like
like a promotional bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like a bank name on it or something.
Yeah, exactly. And so I try to find the best hiding place that I can. So push up one of those ceiling tiles and like crawl into the ceiling, and I get real comfortable. I've got a pillow in my bag. So I lay down and I just relax for a while, let all the hubbub die down. And as soon as everybody's out of the building, I climb back down and I just get to experience the whole Capitol because nobody's in there. It's closed for the night. Right?
The history.
So it's like, yeah, exactly. It's like night at the museum. I just get to go through and really like get an up close and personal look at like,
that's where it happens.
The Declaration of Independence was signed, where the Civil Rights Act and all that stuff, and just really take it all in.
Were you watching me take a shit? Like, are you above the toilets?
Is that something?
Like, did you watch me shit? Did you watch me jack off?
Did you smell it?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You
guys bring up a really good point. Because while I'm scurrying around, like in the weeks before they discover me, while I'm like scurrying around the crawl spaces, and in between the walls and stuff like that,
you're scurrying. It's like you're not like an athletic guy. You're really like banging elbows and knees all over the place like an absolute buffoon.
Yeah. It's clear to everybody that there's somebody living.
Someone's living up there.
Yeah.
Both from the smell and the noises that I make.
Yeah,
but everybody's
like they know it's not an animal.
Right.
That's indicative of Washington, though, too. It's your fantasy is kind of commentary because it's like, hey, we'll kick the can down the line. It's someone else's problem.
Exactly. Everybody's so busy. They're like, oh man, we gotta get this vote. We got vote in. We gotta do this press conference. Blah blah blah. Yeah, there's a guy. Smell his ass and balls because he's been living in our floor space underneath our office, checking off and looking at our feet through the vent. But nobody's got time to remedy anything. They're all just very work focused, chasing the almighty dollar. So I eventually tip off security as to like where I am, and they come and they find me and they discover me. And at that point, I've been living there for a while, and they tell me that I have to go, and then they realize I have nowhere to go, and they feel really bad for me. They give me a job as a greeter. This guy's got nowhere to go. He's got no house, he's got no family, nobody that cares about him, but he knows a lot about history. So why don't we just let him, work here and give people tours?
You don't think they'd shoot you?
No, because I'd be so pathetic.
Give you a job.
They would have a broom and they would be poking their ceiling tiles, and I would just come crashing down because they would hit one. It would break. I would come crashing down. There's a whole bunch of like chips and stuff from vending machines that I've been living off of, and I'd be just absolutely fucking filthy. Just smelling like shit. That'd fall directly in my back, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
Helpless, writhing around, crying, snot coming down. Like, I have nowhere else to go. Please don't throw me out. Don't put me out. I've got nowhere to go. And they'd be like, God, he's fucking pathetic. Jesus. You know what? Let's just, all right, fine. You can hang out here till the end of my shift. You know what I mean? And then they realize I'm so good with the tours and good with people and whatnot.
Yeah, retaining information and the tours and stuff.
Like they called the head of the Capitol president. They're like, you got to get a load of this guy. He's like a Rain Man when it comes to information about the Capitol.
I'm getting a dual blowjob from these two Congress people. One on opposite sides of the aisle.
Yeah.
And I'm looking down and I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Because to be pleasured in this way is like, it's normal. It's not a big deal. It's not something to be ashamed of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's great. And I realize, like, you know what? People can get along. You know what I mean? It's going back and forth, and it's fun. It's giving. But right before I'm about to blast, like things get heated up, like outside, and I'm about to shoot, but then like I get interrupted. The SWAT guys crack open the door, they kick it open, and we're all like, ah! We're all terrified. The flashlights are in our eyes. And we're like, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. There's like a moment of silence.
Mm-hmm.
All of these guys put their guns down.
Yeah.
You can just hear and they all start laughing.
Yeah.
Laughing, at me. And I'm like, I'm just a kid. I've never done this before. You know what I mean? I'm just a kid. I'm just trying to come. You know what I mean? And they're like, and they close the door.
You're butt naked. You're like ass naked.
Yeah.
And there's these two women in like colored.
They're like 57 years old, both.
Yeah.
You just have a pair of socks on. Wearing socks.
White socks.
Really big white socks. There's like holes in them.
Yeah. And one of the chief guys is like, oh, wait. Oh, okay, we got to go. We got to go get these guys. And they're like, carry on. And they close the door. And then...
Mm-hmm.
And by that point, the women, I just look and the women are just like, they're tightening up their outfits. You know what I mean? They're like, we got to get this party's over. But I'm like, come on. I'm like, come on, I'm so close,
Yeah, they blue balled you. That's a strong political message too.
Oh, yeah.
You have two people coming together, from both sides of the aisle to make you come, to make you bust.
It's just like you said. You said this would be about like sexual fantasies and stuff, and both of your cases, there's like nothing filthy about it at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
now I feel like a pervert, or like there's something wrong with me, or I'm on like a shame hunt or something.
So, Mike, you've been reading the news a lot, or watching the news a lot. What do you watch, like MSNBC or CNN? Or
I just go straight to the source. I go to Fox News.
Oh, you've been watching a lot of Fox?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I watch it for a little bit. You can't have it on too long or else you go crazy.
Yeah, and starts to repeat itself.
Yeah.
What's their take on the whole Depp situation? Are they pro-Depp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, 100%.
I don't know what the politics.
Understand that it's important. It's important that Depp win. And, they on their website they always have these like really shitty headlines. They're like, Heard's not looking good. You know what I mean? Have you heard the word? Heard's not looking good. You know what I mean? Heard. And,
well, yeah, I would have to imagine their whole audience is like, 68-year-old men who grew up watching Johnny Depp and Edward Scissorhands and whatnot.
Oh God, I love that movie.
A real attachment to it. So this one's about the news, right?
Mhm.
So it's a little all over the place, but I think it's important to read. It's promoting a movie called Art Camp, right? And Art Camp, I clicked the link on it, and it's a broken link. So I was really excited, hoping I could watch this movie. It doesn't exist. But it's about the news, right? It's about what this guy is fantasizing the news should be. And he says that many zippy, state-of-the-art, expensively produced, ridiculously promoted films on streaming services will never give you as much sexual pleasure and as many good ideas as this one feature film. He's talking about his movie Art Camp, with one balding elderly guru and 4 delicious young female humans. Make no mistake about it. Amazon Prime, ABC, CBS, and NBC would show you girls sucking cock and girls having semen shot all over their faces if broadcast laws and internet business rules were not so entirely divorced from observable reality. But the lawyers have made certain our publicly promoted reality has little or nothing to do with actual daily reality in the lives of billions of people. Tens of thousands of beautiful human females take tens of thousands of bursts of semen into their mouths every single day. This is capital.
Wait, how many? You say billions?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, tens of thousands of beautiful females.
Like
take tens of thousands.
Day?
Every day. Yeah.
Okay.
Every single day. Let's see, capitalized.
A day.
And we never hear about that on CNN or Fox or the evening news from NBC, CBS, or ABC. Do you hear about that at all, Mike, when you watch the news?
No, sir. Not at all. I wish I would. It's exciting.
It is exciting. It seems like it'd be really interesting to watch, just the pure spectacle of it.
And every kind of person, too, if you think about it.
Yeah, that's true. That's 10,000 is a lot of beautiful human females.
I think that's probably true.
Yeah.
Daily, yeah.
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is, you're right.
It's probably over that, I would think.
Oh, well over that.
Yeah.
Way more than tens of thousands.
Yeah. Maybe millions.
People like it.
Got to be millions. Okay, so he goes on to say, and the global fact of joyfully, cheerfully swallowed semen is so much more interesting than anything Vladimir Putin, Joe Biden, Xi Jinping will say today or any day. Those goofy old men have agendas and push the agendas, and each one will remain a rat bastard, pushing their agendas until they are safely nailed into their coffins. Nothing they think or do or say is as worthwhile as 10 to 40,000 friendly, cheerful, willing, and orgasmic women swallowing semen. That's all bolded. And I've not even mentioned all the homosexual boys who swallow semen every day. Why do you not hear that report, along with the weather and sports? An attractive woman in a demure business suit wearing thick glasses could tell us the statistics on the evening news.
Yeah.
Quote, today in Denver, 178 boys ejaculated into male or female mouths. 95.4% of the mouths were excited and joyful about it and swallowed the incoming semen. Nationally, the percentage of joyful people swallowing semen is much lower than in Denver. Across the United States in the past 24 hours, only 43% of males and females who suck cock did so joyfully, willingly, and cheerfully, and joyfully, willingly, and cheerfully receive bursts of semen and swallow that semen. Kudos, Denver. We are by far the happiest cocksucking place in the nation.
Huh.
And that's the end of it.
I feel like he's trying to be funny, but it's not funny. It's just inspiring.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, he's absolutely 100% correct. Everything he's saying is correct. There's like 6 or 7 posts that are just like this. Mm-hmm. That is like a truncated version what I just read. The rest of them are like meandering ramblings. So I think that this guy spent a lot of time thinking about this.
I wonder if this guy works, like he's probably like works in media.
Yeah, I wonder if he works in like a newsroom in Denver.
Yeah.
And he's like really chomping at the bit to like throw in some statistics about semen.
He seems to know a lot of statistics, a lot about how news works.
Yeah.
I like that. I like this guy.
Did any point while you were reading that, did you get like aroused or like feel anything or?
I didn't feel anything. That's the other thing, because I felt nothing. I felt absolutely nothing.
Well, it's big masses of people.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like that the train track test. You can save one person or like 5 people.
Save one or kill 3 or whatever. Yeah.
He's talking about
you're more likely to kill all 3 because it's more satisfying to kill more people than one person.
Yeah. He's talking about tens of thousands of men and women sucking dick in the aggregate. It's hard to, you can picture like a vague image of that happening, but it's hard to connect to that.
You know what it is? It's sublime.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? Say more about that. What do you mean?
So like, imagine being in a stadium. Everyone is there doing what this guy wants.
Yeah.
Oral sex. And you're just in the middle of it. You're just twirling around on it like it's a rock show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just rolling on these people. They don't even notice you because they're just so into it. They're having so much fun. You know what I mean? It's something more than just the individual exchange of a man or boy, as this guy says.
He's painting a picture of a future that he wants to live in. This is a vision for like a world that he sees where everybody is where we focus on the things that are important.
Dude,
I don't understand why he wants that on the news. So why does he think it's only 10,000 people? There's like 10,000 people
are afraid of me
living off of my
just from a
main
previous
street.
Won't talk to me anymore because I
guarantee half of them will have sex
reporter,
get a blowjob.
Yeah. Swear to God, I'd bring a gun.
Maybe
fully automatic. His numbers might be a little off, depending on what city he does. Loaded up media studies, plated DX9 bullets. Yeah. But the concept is there. He even changes. He jacks up ratchets. I would do this report later on in the story. But what I'm saying is that if I was a news Colorado. By the way, the 10,000 people my boss got more than the person that I full. People are arguing over it. What I said was full men, whatever, the whole thing. Pull that gun out. Everyone gasps. Keep the camera on me. I'm pointing it out. Keep the camera on me. Keep the camera on me. Keep the camera on me. Keep it on me. Keep it on me. And the guy in the back has his hand on the headphones. He's like, do it. Do what he says.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, to completion, like this. And then I wrap my lips around that gun. And I mumble. People are like, what did he say? People are arguing over it. And what I said was full release.